Welcome to Church Online. I'm Bernice.
And I'm Lee.
And we're so glad that you've joined us this week. A special welcome if this is your first time joining us.
Before the service starts, we'd love it if you could take a minute to share the stream so others know that you're watching. Once the service starts, give the stream a like, leave a comment, let us know that you're watching with us. And of course, if you haven't already, follow us on all of our social media to keep up to date with what's going on.
Well, that's it, and we hope that you enjoy the service.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart
darkness we were waiting, without hope, without light, till from heaven you came running. There was mercy in your eyes to fulfill the law and prophets. To a virgin came the word, from a throne of endless glory to a cradle in the dirt. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. To reveal the kingdom coming and to reconcile the lost, to redeem the whole creation. You did not despise the cross, for even in your suffering you saw to the other side, knowing this was our salvation. Jesus, for our sake you died. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. In the morning that you rose, all of heaven held its breath, for the stone was moved for good, and the Lamb had conquered death. And the dead rose from their tombs, and the angels stood in awe, for the souls of those who'd come to the Father are restored. And the church of Christ was born, and the Spirit lit the flame. Now this gospel truth of old shall not kneel, shall not faint. By his blood and in his name, in his freedom I am free. For the love of Jesus Christ, who has resurrected me. Praise the Father, praise the Son, praise the Spirit, three in one. God of glory, majesty, praise forever to the King of Kings. Praise forever to the King of Kings.
Welcome to church. My name is Brian. I'm one of the pastors here at KCC. Well, it's Christmas season, so Merry Christmas, soon to be a Happy New Year. Hope you enjoyed that time with your family, had a chance to recharge, be with everyone. It's been a great Christmas season, and we're so glad that you were able to join us. For all of our KCC family, welcome. Our Lake Country Campus family, welcome. And to all of you who have joined us for the first time, we're so glad that you were able to join us and be with us today. And so we're into the Christmas season. And we're talking about worship, and it's called Worship the King is the series that we've been in. And this last week on the 19th of December, Pastor Dave spoke this really great message, just talking through and shifting our perspective about Christmas and about the wise men and about Jesus and all those things. It was a really great message over the season. And today I really do want to talk about the about us as believers, as people that know Jesus, shifting our perspective and moving into a place of freedom, moving into a place of joy, of peace, of life. I know that things are heavy. There's a lot of things that are going on. We have changes in the pandemic and things that are happening around. I know that there's weight on people's lives, and I want to, this morning, shift our perspective and hopefully bring us to a place of restoration, bring us to a place of joy, to a place of life. And so I do want to start this morning off with a testimony. It's a great testimony. It's a heavy testimony, but it is a testimony of someone who shifted their perspective from one of away from Christ and is now with Christ. And so I just want you to take a watch and just soak in everything that this testimony has.
I used to run away from God my whole life, and it didn't get me anywhere. Like, I literally had nothing. I was a broken person. Like, I literally had nothing, and God saved me. And so I'm really thankful. My life was scary. Like, it was really scary, and there was a lot of times when I was really close to near-death experiences, and He wouldn't let me die. He obviously kept me alive for a reason. And I just wanted to devote my entire life to sharing God's love with everybody, because they need to know how much He cares about us and how much He loves us.
What's your name?
Morgan Halagowski.
Morgan Halagowski. Mm-hmm. So tell me what it was like before you knew Christ, or even what your childhood was like.
Sure. Okay, so my childhood was actually pretty rough. I grew up in an abusive, alcoholic home. I was actually tormented by demons when I was younger, and I thought I was kind of crazy. I thought I was schizophrenic for a bit because I didn't really understand what was going on. So at age 13, I actually turned to drugs and alcohol to escape. Yeah, so I turned away from God. I used to pray a lot when I was younger, and I turned away from God when I was see all these demons and stuff like that. I actually thought that God was connected to these demons. I had no idea. So yeah, I turned away from that and went to drugs and drinking at around 13 years old, and that continued my whole adulthood. I just got further and further away from God. I actually became quite atheist, and it just continuously got worse and worse and worse. My ego started running the ship. I would say that I was definitely following Satan. In my late 20s is when it got really bad. I was abusing alcohol terribly, and I got into a very bad abusive relationship in which God actually ended up saving me out of, and that's how I came back to God. Around 24, when I was really crazy with the drinking and stuff like that, and I was really erratic, I ended up flying to Mexico, and I got kidnapped and taken, and I actually met some Christian people there, and that's when God planted the first seed. Yeah, that's a pretty crazy part of my testimony. So I got kidnapped, actually, and God saved me. I should have died. It was a